What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Sorry for the little bit of a delay. Still,
What's up, everyone?
Hold
How
on,
y'all
I gotta
doing?
get rid of the echo.
Sorry for the little bit of a delay. Still,
Okay, still have to deal with some techie issues. I'm learning. So let me say hello to everyone. Hello, 949. Sassy, Dog World, thank you for coming, baby. 949, thank you for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate you. Let's see, who else do we got here? Daryl, USA. Aspiring Alchemist, thank you very much. Aspiring Alchemist, you have, you are my moderating moderator. Frosty also is. I think he's feeling under the weather. He wasn't feeling so good yesterday, so he might not show up. So that's just the way life is. But if you would make sure that everything's covered in order, that would be really awesome. Want to go over a few things with you. This is a members only live stream, and it's only for all of you, the people who are very loyal to the channel. Sassy Susan, member for 4 months. Thank you, Sassy. So basically, by the way, everyone say hi to Sassy, even though she wants to put Tiger in a cage. Bad girl. From the cat girl, nonetheless. OC Stacker, welcome. Let's see here. Some of these days, I will get really good at the computer, and then I'm going to need someone to go ahead and get me a cardiologist, because I'm going to start having chest pain. Daryl, USA, member for 3 months. Thank you so much, Daryl. And a super sticker from Wifey. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. By the way, at 7 p.m., she's going to have a live stream where she's going to talk about another component of dog care while she's showing the Rottweiler puppies, both of which, because only was a 2-puppy litter. It was actually 3, but one passed away shortly after birth. She is going to talk about a new component of dog care, puppy care, all that type of stuff. And please go visit her. Spend time on her channel. She's really awesome at what she does. So I just wanted to point that out to you, because I really want you to all to really enjoy the type of work she's doing. And if any of you do need someone to train your dog for whatever, you can't get anyone better, in my opinion. 949, member for 6 months. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you. Silver and Cigars, welcome. So I got a few things I want to go through with you, but today is the 3rd month. Okay. Now, very shortly, I'm going to be going to the job for about 3 weeks, and I don't want to be stressed out from the job and then have a chance to fail. T-Bird Stacking, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, T-Bird. I appreciate you. So basically, every 3 months, my one and only idea that I have, which I'm hoping you all will help me with, is to show my appreciation by giving away a little bit of silver. And I'll read you the rules. By the way, the rules are in the description. But basically, wanted to go over a few things. First of which, I heard all of you, and my brother-in-law has given me 3 options. The 3 options are for the 10-minute video that ends with a live tiger instead of the AI tiger. Now, I was also really busy, so I think I set up the live tiger. please put a 1 in the chat if I set up the live tiger at the end of the video. A 2 if I put in the AI tiger, because I am still human. I make errors every once in a while. The next thing is we are still working on extra videos, but I did get the current extra video to end differently. I don't like that piggy bank at the end, and I don't like the curtain coming in that says YouTube. Yes, I'm streaming only on YouTube. In time, I'll probably learn other things too, but I'm streaming only on YouTube because they have the biggest audience and that whole thing. But I'm not really a big fan of their continued censorship, which I hope there will be laws against that in the future. So I don't want to support them. So I don't want the curtain coming together that shows YouTube, promoting YouTube until they stop their censorship. The other, hold on, let me turn off my beast of a refrigerator. I have a kill switch now. Okay, that'll take care of that. Took me a while. Metal Matt, member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Metal Matt. But basically, I remembered years ago I made a kill switch as part of shop where we learned to work with electronics and all that. So I found one on Amazon, and I've been using it for the refrigerator to get rid of that sound. I want to also do a poll for all of you about something that I've been working with my brother on to make things a little bit more fun. So it doesn't matter, because the whole topic of rigged is all in fun, everyone. So if you are Rig Nation, not Rig Nation, or even a fence sitter, it's all in fun. But I like to continue the fun. So we have 3 potential Rigged Nation national anthems that I want to get your opinion on, see which one you like. The other topic I want to go through is I've asked you all to consider what I can potentially offer at all 5 levels of membership. And to review, I only have 2 member levelship right now because I want to have more ideas what to do than what I'm currently doing. And if you don't contribute in the live stream and you have an idea later, please send me an email and I'll start collecting those ideas and start thinking what is good for the channel and good for you. Because I want to be good to all my subscribers, but I want to be better to my members. We all want puppies. Sassy, you're going to have to talk to the other channel about that. I have no control over that. In fact, when I was helping my wife get her business up and running, my accountant told me to not be a paid employee, don't be anything. Everything is in her name. And I asked my accountant why. He told me, because you're a doctor, if she ever gets sued and they find out that you have any monetary connection with the business, they can add your income into the lawsuit. So I am her free employee. I pretty much do as she asks. I don't make decisions. I let her make all the decisions for her business. So that's that. Oh, I have to fix something. Hold on. I just realized that she moved the green screen that I use for certain videos to the background. And that's why you're seeing green on the silver. It reflects it. Hold on. Let me fix that. Okay. Got a couple other things when I was over there. And it looks like you got rid of most of the green. There's a little bit over here still because that's the direction I put the green screen. So I think you all like to see silver looking like silver instead of silver looking like green. So getting back to what I was talking about, what we're going to do here is, well, better yet, let me just go ahead and read the description, the rules to what we're going to be doing here. To be eligible, you must be 18 and in a part of the world that allows for winnings to be sent and precious metals to be sent. You must be a member at level 2 you must be a member at that level wherever you're at for 2 consecutive months since the last members only appreciation day, which was New Year's Eve. Those that join only for the winnings are ineligible. How I will know which person will sign up for 2 months and stop membership, then repeat 2 months and for the next appreciation day. This is tracked, and I'll find you, and you're not eligible. If you do not have 2 consecutive months at level 2 Malayan Tiger, you will be entered in as Tiger Cub. If you don't have 2 months at Tiger Cub, you're not entered into appreciation chances until you get to 2 months or more. My goal is to do this every 3 months. All winnings have to be claimed within 48 hours or be forfeit. So within 48 hours, send me an email. Okay, within 2 days. Send me a claiming email. Make claims to thetigerstacker@gmail.com, which, by the way, is, sorry about that, which, by the way, is the same email. So if you have suggestions, then we'll go from there. Hey, Grace Scott, welcome. 3D Woodworks, welcome. I think I always said hi to you, T-Bird. So if I didn't, sorry, hi. Thank you all for coming. All winnings, I already read that. And we're going to temporarily call this giveaway because I don't have a better word, but it's more of an appreciation gift. Anything larger than $1 face value, the winner must reside in the United States or have an official address within the United States. I do not ask for shipping for payment for winnings if you are in the continental United States. If you are outside the continental United States, you must contact me at thetigerstacker.com to discuss shipping finances. Any winner may upgrade their winnings to a poured silver item. If you upgrade, my poured items are currently $50 an ounce or $100 an ounce for a prototype. If you choose, the price will be the price of the poured item minus the price of the item that you won, plus $4% PayPal fees only for the difference, sent to thetigerstacker.com. I do travel a lot. Please do not expect a fast turnaround. I do get winnings out, but not very fast because my job occupies my time as well as the travel. Okay. Next things, don't use bad language. If I do, I'll add a $10 silver dime to the curse bowl to be done at an end of a stream. If you use bad language, please put in a $2 super chat, which is approximately the same as a silver dime, maybe a little less because YouTube takes some of it. If I use the F-bomb, I'll put 50 cents in the curse bowl. If it's really bad, I'll put in a silver dollar. If you use the F-bomb, you put in a $10 super chat or get timed out. Opinions are allowed, but don't be rude, especially to everyone else, which I don't think my members would do that. You must include in your claiming email, your real name, your YouTube name, and your address. So that is that. So have I covered everything for everyone? Please put a 1 in the chat if you think I've covered everything. Please put a 2 in the chat if you think that I didn't cover everything. Okay? So, okay. 3D Woodworks, Malayan Tiger, I'm just getting started. Well, that's okay because I went ahead and harvested names Friday. Put it into a Word document so it's easier for me to find everything. And that way, it's done and I don't have to fight as hard. So with any winnings, that person may choose a swag kit. And a swag kit will include, for the most part, and I'll explain that, will include a sticker, a matching magnet, and a matching poker chip. And you can choose from Tiger Stacker, Dog World, So Rigged, where's the other one? Oh, come on, fingers. Not Rigged, Fence Sitter, now with this set, it's different. There are 2 varieties of rigged for the Phoenix. And you can see there's a little difference between them. You can choose either one of those. I mean, if you choose the rig set, you'll get one of each design. And there's a reason, because the poker chip actually has one design on one side and one design on the other side. This does not have poker chips, but this comes as stickers and as a magnet for Rig Nation flag or banner. And last but certainly not least, it's rigged. Notice the tattoo. It's rigged, and if you look real close, you can see the tattoo of the walking tiger on Yankee's hand, with me getting a cameo. So those will be allowed for winners. You just include that in your email. Okay. Hold on a second. Pushkin, down. Pushkin, down. Good boy. Sorry. Puppy, he's my biggest dog. He's almost 200 pounds, but he gets so excited over certain things. So basically, that's what's available for all of you, and we're going to get on with the rest of it. Where did you have those bubble mailers made? Sticker Mule. Sticker Mule, I got all of them made, and they did it. I think they did a good job. I think they did a real good job. So if you are looking for anything, they're really awesome, really good job. Now the poker chips, which I didn't lay out here, but you can see the designs. I had those made in England because the company that was recommended to me, the lady was rude. She didn't help. I told her I was not really that good. She kept telling me to do this and do that and do this and do that over and over and over again. And what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So I took my business elsewhere. It cost me a good bit more money to bring the poker chips over from England, but they talked to me. They helped me through everything. They took the designs that I sent when they said they had a little trouble. They went onto my channel and my wife's channel and got the designs. They're easy to work with. For me, spending the extra money was worth the extra mental sanity. So if you ever do need poker chips and you don't want to deal with the company or companies that are here, contact me. I'll give you their contact information. You'll spend a little bit more money, but if you're like me, I'd rather spend a little extra money for peace of mind. So, what have you all thought about what I can offer at the first 2 levels and what I can offer at the next 3 levels? Sorry. At the next 3 levels. Put a 1 in the chat if you have thought about it. Put a 2 in the chat if you haven't thought about it. Okay. Well, at least you're honest. Okay. Well, I would like to start doing things for my members that is more than just giving away silver, because, although we all love silver. Great Scott, member for 3 months. By the way, you have to like Great Scott. He chose the tiger also as his avatar. So that's pretty cool. So thank you, Great Scott. But if you can have 3, of course you're going to give me a 3, sassy. So, but basically, I would really like to be able to come up with some ideas to do for all of you to help you along in your journey. So I'm still waiting for my muse that gives me great advice for the channel to give me great advice for these membership offerings. So for right now, I'm going to stick with 1 ounce of silver for level 1, 2 ounces of silver for level 2. Now at level 2, if the winner chooses to only take 1 item and let another spin go for another level 2 member, that is their choice, not mine. If you choose to give your winning to someone, then that is your choice, not mine. But I want to let you all know what is what's going on and why. So, would you all give me a huge, huge promise to think about what you've seen on other channels that you like? Please keep in mind about my time constraints because of my job. But if you can, will you please give me a promise to think about it and send me an email? Please put a 1 in the chat if you will give me that promise. Please put a 2 in chat if you don't want to give me that promise, because I'd really appreciate knowing where we're going with this. You're eligible. It's not that everyone just gets an ounce. No, because it gets really expensive really fast. Okay. However, I got something else that I have in mind. That, by the way, that's one of the reasons why I want to get some ideas on what to offer at the different membership levels. Okay. I want it to be more than just a giveaway of silver. I want it to be something that helps all of you that I'm giving to you at these different memberships. For instance, I'm at level 5 with Yankee, and his level 5 is not cheap. It's a little over $200 a month, but I get to join his top 2 membership meeting that he has once a month, and we have a discussion one-on-one once a month, for which I've gotten a lot of advice on how to run YouTube, what to do with YouTube, how to make my videos better, all that type of stuff. So that is way cheaper than it's like spending money on vidIQ, which I do spend money on vidIQ also, but I'm more interactive with Yankee than I am with vidIQ. I gotta get that going on, but it's a little hard between the work stuff I'm doing and the and making videos and trying to get pours done. I'm also, by the way, speaking of pours, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you I've got a secret I'm working on to make it really cool for everyone. Stacking advice, if that's what you want, and you know, how much stacking advice at what different levels, that's certainly an idea also, Aspiring Alchemist. I'm not opposed to that. But always keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I am willing to share with you all, but I want it to be understood that if you take my advice and I'm wrong, then that's on you, okay? But I will try to give you my best advice on what has worked for me, okay? And I'll tell you the things that I've chosen that are really not great stacking. For instance, all this stuff up here is not great stacking, but I love them a lot. You know, whether you're talking about the Tiger or the Knight and the Shield, the continental United States, even my pours, such as my fake news bar or my MAGA round. You know, all of these things are higher premiums. It's not worth stacking on. You know, the 10-ounce bars, they're all from local silver mint. Always wanted to make a local silver mint pyramid. Now I got it. But though local silver mint's good also. They're a little higher premium. Metal Matt, I have just 2 paid subscriptions to YouTube. The other channel offers 2 tiers. As a member to the channel, the videos are released to members first. A 24-hour head start over the general public. Okay. All right, let me think about that. I've only done one members only video. It was a release of trying to tell 365 Days of Silver, who dropped a poker chip from my silver journey into a little creek, how to get it out. And then I later released it to the public. I can't afford $200. I can't afford to buy any silver at all some months. Daryl, I fully get you. And believe it or not, I came from a really poor family. And I went to school with a student loan for college and for med school. And I paid on my med school loan for decades and decades. And basically, I did the math trying to recall things for multiple years. And so I paid for a $100,000+ loan between $400,000 and $600,000 on that loan. And then I got a letter saying that my loan was forgiven. Granted, that was a combination of a 2007 rule that said if you work for a not-for-profit institution, and most hospitals are, for 10 years and pay your loans, you're eligible to have the rest forgiven. And most hospital administrators are not nice people. They promise you the world and give you nothing. They promised to help me fill out the paperwork, which is what was needed for whatever hospital you were at to fill out paperwork, and they never followed through because they already had me working there. They had what they wanted. Their motivation was gone. Well, when Biden came through, he made the student loans applicable for all the students, and then upgraded the plan that was made in 2007 and made it retroactive, which it never was. Hey, Frosty, welcome. So basically, what happened was that he made it retroactive. I never thought I would get it because you still had to get the hospitals to sign off, and still there were a handful of them that didn't. And then 2 Septembers ago, I got a letter that I didn't get my hands on until a month later because my wife loves to play hide and seek with the mail. But basically, I got the letter. I thought it was a joke. And basically, long story made short, the following Monday, I called and they told me it was real. My student loans were forgiven. When they say you can feel the world lifted off your chest, you can. I all of a sudden started feeling like I could breathe better. Years of having that monster on my back was horrible. So just a little food for thought. Frosty, I've asked everyone to give me a promise, to give me ideas, what to offer outside of just offering silver, what to offer for the 2 current members, member levels, Tiger Cub and Malayan Tiger. The other 3 I'm going to have, with your help, get them up and running. But I really would like to have something laid out what people would like to see. Let's see here. Who was it that said that? Metal Matt suggested that all my videos be labeled for members only for about 2 days before they're released out to the public. I'm wondering if I did that, does that mean that I can't release it as a premiere? Because I really enjoy being with all of you whenever you do that. Oh, thank you, Aspiring Alchemist. So basically, long story made short, is that's what I have talked to everyone about. They've promised me they'll think about it. So by the next time we have one of these meetings, which will be 3 months, they'll either email me or keep their notes to themselves and give me an idea what's going on. So there we go. By the way, with the new intro, the one with the live tiger at the end, please put a 1 in the chat if you like it, 2 if you don't, and suggestions if you don't like it. Now, when I run the thanks, Frosty. Oh my God. You know, when you have a really good friend, they torment the crap out of you and they never stop. Anyway, when I do the outro, we'll do the same outro, but the ending was changed. I wanted the outro from the other one. I've never played for you the other one. It's the same animation, but the music is different. It sounds very Irishy to me. There's nothing wrong with Irishy. And but I thought that the animation was better suited with the original music. By the way, a little side note, my brother-in-law made that for me as a gift. He never intended for me to share it with all of you, but I kind of really like it. And it's kind of snazzy. I'm asking him to you know, put in a cameo for Frosty in there. You know what I really want to have? I want to have him playing the drums. I think that'd be really cool if he would give that to me, but my wife has been occupying a lot of his time for her videos. And, you know, by the way, if you all can do me a favor on her videos and on her live streams, her live streams, I think, do better than her videos because she is using herself, her voice, and interacting with everyone. Her videos, I don't think people like as much because they're 100% AI, and people aren't stupid. And my observation is people don't like AI that much. Very bad joke, Frosty. Very bad joke. I mean, that doesn't even have a little bit. Thank you, Aspiring Alchemist, for the link. Hey, Check, welcome. So, see here, what's the next topic I want to cover? I have 3 versions of a national anthem for Rig Nation. I want to see what you all think about it. So let me set that up. And hopefully it will show and sound on this, because I've left Firefox and I've moved to Google Chrome, and I think it has the ability to do much better so bear with me here. I'm going to set that up and get that ready for you. Here we go. Crap. Hold on.
Flies high for safety, for truth, let no fear reside. Protect the herd, defend the rights against the Yankees and the blind. Join us, stand and fight. Spoil their herd, reclaim the light. Strike the wheel, break the chain. Nation shall rise again. those who stand with hearts of steel, with guiding hands. If you waver, wait no more. Join the fight, give a roar. Join us, proud and free. Raise our banner for all to see. Strike the wheel, break the chain. Your nation shall rise again. Overhead quarters, our flag flies high. For safety, for truth, let no fear reside. Protect the herd, defend the rights against the Yankees and Los Bloods. Join us, stand and fight. Spoil their herd, reclaim the light. Strike the wheel, break the chain. Nation shall rise again. Join us, stand and fight. Spoil their herd, reclaim the light. Strike the wheel, break the chain. Nation shall rise again.
So that was number 1. This one will be number 2. Okay, let's go here because that one says 3. By the way, the second time was the sound better. Here we go with number 2. Oh. Hold on. Okay, I just got a note from Frosty. Why don't you post them and let people vote on the video? Actually, I didn't even think of that. How much would you like for that to be? And I'm assuming what you mean by posting, Frosty, is just to upload all 3 shorts and let people choose what they like. Does that sound about right? You know, sometimes it's just difficult to wait for answers. Bear with me here. Sounds good to me. I agree. Okay, that makes sense, especially if I was not getting out good quality sound. That makes perfectly good sense. By the way, I have put into the chat the link to come up on board if you want to. That way I don't have to listen or look for the comments while I'm working the computer at the same time. So I'll put it as a pin. That way it's up there in case you want to hit it, Frosty, and then just come on board. So there you go. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll also put something in the community side where I've told everyone what I'm doing and why. So we can go from there. That's not actually a bad idea. You can't come up right now. Okay. Bit long for an intro. I understand where you're coming from, 3D. I've had it made for a 10-minute, a 5-minute, and a 3-minute for the intro. And I usually try to start that before I start the live stream. That way people can talk to each other before the start time. So I understand, especially where the 10-minute comes in. But it's really not that long, especially when you consider that Yankee goes on for longer while he's waiting for things to start up. And, you know, certainly Empire Precious Metals is way longer than that. So anyway, well, I'll go ahead and put all three up, and you all can give me an idea what you think is a good one. Okay. So we talked about the intro, the extra, the 3 polls, which we'll do on the after I release it. You all promise me what to do about those different membership levels. Okay. We have talked about this. You don't have 200,000 subs. I know I don't have 200,000 subs. I just don't know where you're going at with that. No problem, T-Bird. We all have to eat. So I guess the next thing to do is ask you what you all want to talk about, and then we'll go on from there. Switch screens. These are the members of the 2 different levels. Looks like I only have 2 Malayan Tiger that was 2 months. Metal Mat and Frostbite. Everybody else was Tiger Cub. Okay. So let me go ahead and minimize that, and we'll bring up the wheel. What made me decide to become a streamer? Well, I never intended to. I was totally happy being one of all of you, a watcher, for lack of a better way. Okay, thanks, Frosty. I'd appreciate it because I'm not sure where you're going. But I went ahead and decided to watch a lot, and it's because I was learning first from my first teacher, Lynette Zhang, and then Yankee, and then Silver Dragons, and then a whole bunch of other people. Those were my first 3. And oh, Frosty, I hear your pain. I have irritable bowel on a regular basis. I'm sorry, man. So later on, different people, such as Yankees, Silver Dragons, Empire Precious Metals, Tully, I can't even remember how many people basically said to start my own channel. And I was watching my wife struggle with getting her channel up and running. She's a very smart lady, but extremely stubborn. And I would give her suggestions, and she wouldn't want to listen to them. So I decided my number 1 reason was I have to lead by example rather than tell her, and I have no experience doing YouTube. I better get some experience with it. And basically, I understand, great Scott, but I looked at the list Friday, and if someone isn't a member at that level for 2 months, I don't enter them at that level, so they drop down to the lower level. When you get 2 months or more, you'll be eligible for that level. So that way it prevents the GAW hounds from taking effect. I appreciate everyone, but members should be appreciated back, if that makes sense. So I want the people that are loyal to the channel to get loyalty back. And I set up a system that I can track to see if people are joining as a member to try to win silver and then pulling their membership back. I don't want them involved. That's not fair to the people who are loyal to the channel. The loyal to the channel people should be the ones who get the benefits. So that's why I did it that way. When you are 2 months or more, you will be at the level that you were at for 2 months or more. So let's say I have now level 5 and you are a member for 1 month at level 5, you will drop out of level 5 and you get the benefits of level 4, and so forth and so on. So basically, getting back to where I was at. Yes, you were a cub because the YouTube tracks that stuff. It tells me how long a person was a member. It tells me how long you were a member at the level you're at. And then I just add you into the list that is appropriate as per what I just said. I love that tiger, Malayan Tiger rock. Plus, he is giving a huge heads up for people to make the switch. Thank you, Frosty. I appreciate that. So getting back to what I was saying, I wanted to be a leader as an example for my wife, who no longer would say, well, you don't understand, you don't do YouTube. Now she can't say that anymore. I appreciate you too, Check. By the way, Check, I'd like to do some live stuff with you, as I've always told you. Hey, MR, you're welcome. It's okay that if you're late. You know, if you need something explained, just ask questions. That's okay, aspiring alchemist. I fully understand that. You know, you do you as best as you can do you. Okay. You don't have to do anything that is not best for you. You come first for you. I come later. And that's the way it should be. Take care of yourself and your family. You know, God first, family second, including yourself, country, me, or anything else. You know, I'm lower. Thank you, Check. You're very much appreciated. By the way, a little side note, Check has agreed to look into making me a background so that you don't have to see my man cave, which is where my studio is. And that way I can put the camera down and you can see it that way. But we'll see what happens. So basically, that was the first reason. The second reason was for my grandsons. I needed to let them know that their grandfather loves them, their grandmother loves them, and despite my son and daughter-in-law being pigheads, that I've always loved them. We've always loved them. Number 3 was to give them information about what's happened in our history, in our currency, in our society, that how our government has done wrong by the people. Because I believe that they will continue to do wrong, because that's just the nature of man, and how for them to protect themselves and their loved ones when they are adults. I have 2 grandsons, no granddaughters. Maybe one day I'll have granddaughters. I don't know. I only have 1 son. So I don't know what it's like to have a daughter or a granddaughter. The best I have is thanks to Frostbite. I have an adopted niece. That's really cool. So those are the reasons I got into YouTube and I became a streamer. My first few videos was very slow, very boring, if I can say so myself. In fact, Yankee said that he put it at 2 times because it was so boring. So I've had to learn how to make things a lot more entertaining. Hopefully I've been successful with that. If you think I've gotten better over time, put a 1 in the chat. If not, a 2 in the chat. So while you're doing that, I'm going to start setting up for the wheel. And here we go. There's the cursor. Let's get rid of that advertisement. Okay. Close ads. Now, right now, we have only 2 Malayan tigers that are of 2 months. And those are the 2 names. This will be a process of elimination, last man standing. So let's go ahead and add that so it's a little more entertaining than halvesies. And we'll spin this. When I spin it, let's see, I missed that comment. I totally agree with what you and Frosty have said. So I'm sorry. I'm kind of hoping that maybe because young people love interaction, if you know what I'm talking about, maybe an accident will happen that will expand your family. Sometimes that's what it takes to get it there. Anyway, let's spin the wheel. When I spin the wheel, please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it, and a 2 in the chat if you can't. Here we go. Okay, so Metal Matt, you're last man standing. You have some options ahead of you. You can take 2 ounces of 999 silver. And what I do, because I don't like to play with multiple spreadsheets. If I give from my group, I got to play with 1 spreadsheet to take it out and the cost that I did, and a second spreadsheet for my profit loss. What I'll do is I'll go to the pawn shop, I'll buy the ounces of silver, and that way I don't have to deal with 1 spreadsheet, the profit loss. Okay, so the second thing is you can have it as all yourself, as a single 2-ounce option if they have it there at the pawn shop. You can have it as 2 separates. If you want, you can have, instead of pure silver, you can pick 2 items such as Morgans and pieces. And I buy call simply because it's less expensive and I'm more interested in weight. If you choose, you can give up one of the 2 ounces, or you can keep it all yourself. There's no harm, no foul, no pressure. But basically, you can choose to have that second ounce spun again. In this case, it will default to Frosty since he is the only Malayan Tiger member of 2 months or more. Okay, is that what you really want, Metal Matt? Give me a clue. Let me know what you want to do. Thank you, Frosty, for that link. And I know how much harder it is to work YouTube through the phone. You don't have all your options available to you. I'm still waiting for confirmation from Metal Matt to give him a chance to rethink if that's really what he wants to do or not. It's up to you, my friend. Let's see if I can get the bar up. Okay, my friend, I appreciate it. Everyone tell Metal Matt thank you very much for what he's given. Metal Matt, would it be okay to include those 2 ounces of silver for the Tiger Cub members for them to have 2 additional options? Would that be okay with you? Absolutely. Got it. So here's what I'm harvesting the names from what I wrote down for the memberships. And where in the world did, oh, there it is. Now, I promised you all a special thing. And here's the special thing. How many of you were there when I won on Yankees Channel for the second time? Put a 1 in the chat if you were, a 2 in the chat if you were not, a 3 if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was a scream, wasn't it, MR? That was an absolute scream. And I made a video of it, and my brother-in-law, because he's also working with my wife and she wants everything AI, it's hard to get him to help me clean up the rest of that video to release it. I'm calling it History Repeats, Rigged. By the way, I am working on Rig 9. It's in its early stages. I think the traditional rig series I'm going to bring to a somewhat of a close, either rig 9, 10, or 11, depends on how it comes together. And then we'll just do special rigs intermittently because the rig series is getting more and more time consuming per video. And I really don't want to label myself and typecast myself. I really want to work on things that's going to get information out there. Don't get me wrong. We will still do rigged. We will still have fun. It just won't be as often because I really want to get out there as a serious YouTuber and get out there and do videos and interviews that is helping everyone. Rigged is fun. And I think fun is very needed in today's world, especially with all the stress that's going on. But I want the channel to mainly be there for the reasons I told you I started the channel in the first place. So that's why I'm going to be limiting rigged once I bring the storyline to a close, ? You'll understand what I mean, what that means. So the reason I brought up the last time I won is, let's be honest, Rig Nation. We all know Yankees wheel is rigged. We all know he tried to ruin my Tiger wheel. If it wasn't for Professor Rig DeBordis, that wheel would not be fixed, and you all wouldn't know the truth about his rotten rigged wheel. So I won a second time, and the same things happened. That's why history repeats itself. So last time, around Christmas time 2 years ago, I took my winning, which I believe was the Sword of Truth round, and I gave it to a very great member of the society and very great member of the channel. I'm not going to call out that person. That person can call themselves out if they wish, but I thought it was an amazing thing to do. So basically, how many times have you all seen dirty money from the mafia that was made clean money? That was made clean money by giving the money to the church. Well, I love the church, but I'm not going to give it to the church. I'm going to add this winning to one of you. So you're welcome to have that as the last of the spinnings. So there's going to be the last 4 people standing. The first 2 will be the gift from Metal Matt. The last one will be the gift that was planned for this level of membership. And the last one will be the winning that I got from Yankees rotten rigged wheel. So let's get to it. Here we go. Last 4 standing. Sorry, Sardoz. Okay, here we go. Dan Root, you've been removed, my friend. Good luck next time. I just remember I didn't shuffle any of these. Should I shuffle them now or just go? Let me know. Should I shuffle it now or just keep going? No shuffle. Got it. Here we go. Oh, sorry, MR. All right. By the way, can you guys hear it? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. 2 in the chat if you can't. And I don't have any volume control over here. I can just make my computer go louder. Okay. Put a 3 in the chat if it's bad quality, and a 4 if it's good quality. Sorry, Sassy. Sorry, Sassy. You know, maybe I can get Frosty's help in making the quality better. I don't know how to do that. Well, maybe. Hold on, I got an idea. I'm going to move the mic closer to the computer. That's not so much a techie fix, but it might work. Here we go. Let's try it again. Tell me if this gets better. 1 if it gets better, 2 if it doesn't. Oh, too loud, so it got better, but a little too better. Okay. Let's set it. Hold on. Ever since I moved the mic, now it doesn't want to stay up. Hold on. I got to go over to the other side and fix that retention screw. Okay, let's see if that works. So the mic is more up in the air instead of right next to the computer. And we'll see how this does. 1 in the chat if it's better. 2 if it's still kind of crummy. Welcome, long lived. I just saw you here. Welcome. So sorry, OC, you lost on staying on the wheel. It was Long Live Coin's fault. He kicked you off as soon as he came on board, that mean person. Still too loud. That's really weird. How about now? Is that any better? Is that any better? Is that any better? Yeah, new problem. Ain't that the truth? Okay, I had to switch to the microphone on the camera. I think something happened when I moved the Yeti, and I don't know what happened. I might have touched something I shouldn't have touched. Okay, so I'm not currently on my boom mic, but I am on the mic that comes with this camera, this new camera. Okay, hopefully the mic on the new camera is better than the mic on the old camera because the camera from the old camera was fuzzy. Oh, which brings me to the next question. Uh, is the quality of this screen with this new camera? Can you see things more clearly than what you could? Just let me know. I'm going to go back to the wheel. Okay, so we're going to spin it and we'll see what happens. That's not nice, Sassy. I've always been techie challenged, Sassy. Always. It's just as things got more and more complicated, I had more and more problems. So here we go. By the way, you keep on giving me a hard time. I'm going to keep on making sure you get picked early on, Sassy. You mean girl. You're supposed to be a cat lady. You're supposed to love tigers. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so sorry, aspiring alchemist. I know Gremlin's not here, but sorry, Gremlin. Yeah, naughty wheel. Sorry, Crafty. By the way, since I had to sound on the wheel is perfect. That's weird. I have no clue how that happened. All I can tell you, the only difference is I went from the boom mic Yeti to the mic on the camera, the new camera. T-Bird, thank you for coming, my friend. I hope to see you soon. Sorry, 949. Well, that's really true. I would have trouble with that. Sorry, Daryl. Sorry, check. I'll tell you what, I forgot to put my name in there. And if wifey wins, I'll throw in another ounce of silver. See here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're giving away 4. I'll add in 3 alternates. So the first 3 before the last 4 will be alternates in case the winners don't contact me. And if you win as an alternate, you get to pick whatever sticker grouping you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Dog World is out. Sorry, Bearded Bob. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are now starting our alternates. Let's shuffle for the alternates. And here we go. Hey, Ringmaster Ray. Once again, if you're an alternate, you are entitled to a win if you contact me with the email labeling yourself as an alternate. I'm writing it down also. And you're entitled to a swag kit, which includes a sticker, a magnet, and a poker chip of whichever design that you wish. So basically, yeah, Frosty messes with me all the time, and he's so good at it that I sometimes have no clue what the hell he's talking about. Oh, okay. Dime goes in. All right. Uh, Pete. No, we'll do it a different way. We'll do it a different way. You proof Libertad is call out to come home with me. I have no idea what you're talking about. You must be talking to someone else. Okay, we will do another type of spin for the curse ball. So, Pete, your alternate. We'll go from there. Um, Great Scott, you are alternate number 2. You're entitled to a sticker swag grouping of whichever the ones you desire. Michael LeFew. You are alternate number 3, in case no one claims their silver winnings, but you're also entitled to a sticker swag grouping of whichever you desire. Now we are on our last 4. The first one will be a silver, generic silver that I'll pick up at the pawn shop. The same with the second and the third. And the fourth will be the 1-ounce silver bar that I won on Yankees Rotten Wigged Wheel. Boy, I had a little tongue tie there. Yankees Rotten Rigged Wheel. Say that 3 times real fast. So let's shuffle this, and good luck, everyone. Amy Harrell, you've won a generic silver round. Who's the second? Okay, it's going to be between Silver and Cigars and Brett. And we'll didn't take very well, did it? Here we go. The third winner wins a generic silver round. The fourth winner will win the silver bar from Silver Pros. And that'll be the person who's remaining. And then we're going to do the curse bowl. Congratulations, Brett, which means Silver and Cigars. You've won the 1-ounce. Hey, Frosty, member for 11 months. Actually, my first member, which is always kind of funny because my wife wanted to be the first member. She's a little jealous about that. So you've won the 1-ounce silver bar, Silver and Cigars, that I won on Yankees Rotten Rigged Wheel. Now that dirty silver is now clean again. So congratulations. And let me set up one last time. Hold on. Harvest the names one last time. And here we go. This will not be last man standing. This will be whoever gets it. And let me take out Malayan Tiger. And let's shuffle this up. This will be for the curse bowl. Long live coins. You are the winner of the curse bowl. Let me get that. Sorry, I dropped it everywhere. I'll pick it up later. Basically, you have 3 constitutional dimes in the curse bowl. I had 2, but I said something I shouldn't have said, and that is now. So there you go. And there goes the mic. I'm sick and tired of that boom. I will fix it. I will get something else arranged. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming. I'm going to leave with the outro. Please put a 1 in the chat if you like how the outro is now ending. 2 if you don't. I want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all. We'll do this again in 3 months for the members. And please leave comments about what you think I can add to the membership levels at all 5 levels, even though there's only 2 right now. Welcome, Vincent. You're welcome to review everything. Just hit it and play it again, and we'll go from there. It's 949. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you too. And thank you everyone. And please, before you leave, hit the like button, please. In fact, let me take a look here. Where's my there it is. I have 45 likes. Okay, if I would have got to 50, I would have thrown something else in there, but it's okay. So we'll go ahead and end the stream right now. Thank you all very much. Have a great week. I have new videos coming out very soon, and please take a look at them. By the way, my last video, I'm now above 1,000, which has not happened a lot, but it's starting to happen a little bit more. So thank you all for watching, and thank you. And please hit that'd be really good. Do if you would, please do a raid, a tiger raid to Dog World and You. Aspiring Alchemist just put it into the chat. She's doing her live stream. I'm guaranteeing you she's doing her live stream. She was getting everything ready. So she rarely gets things ready and doesn't do it. I'm going to go on over there and hang out with her. So let's do a tiger raid to Dog World and You. So thank you very much, everyone, for everything. We'll do this again in 3 months. Good night, everyone.
My friends, let the stories unfold in the glow of our treasures, silver and gold. We honor the past, history's gleam. Through science and art, we follow the dream. Frostbite, Nick, surfer, Yankee by name. In the circle of passion, we burn with the flame. 1,500 strong, our bond won't sever. In this world of collectors, we're united forever. So let's jingle our silver, let it ring so true. Spin the wheel of fortune, let the fun shine through. With every coin, every bar, every nugget we hold, we're a family of seekers of silver and gold. On the stream we gather like stars in the night, sharing stories and laughter, shining so bright. We treasure the chase, every find is a win. Through the highs and the lows, let the games begin. Every minute mark a memory, every act a prize. Each piece tells a story through our curious eyes. We honor the beauty, the craft and the lore. With every collection we hunger for more. So let's jingle our silver, let it ring so true. Spin the wheel of fortune, let the fun shine through. With every coin, every bar, every nugget we hold, we're a family of seekers of silver and gold. Our community strong, unbreakable, bold, a legacy timeless like silver and gold. To history and science we lift up our cheers. Together we shine through the passing of years. To the collectors, the dreamers, the friends by our side. In the glow of the treasures, our hearts open wide. So join the adventure, the stories retold. Together we thrive in the silver and gold.